Alright, so what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to make a video that's a little bit different than I normally do. I think this is something where I kind of just like to, sit down and talk about stuff that's like going on, or just sit and talk about something that I've learned throughout the week, or something like that. Just something a little bit more informational than I normally do. We're still going to have lifting. That's what this channel is all about. That's in the name. So after this, little spiel I do, or after we start talking or whatever, we're going to lift. So that'll be the thing you see after this. But I was doing my fasted cardio this morning, and, for me, whenever I wake up in the morning and I do my fasted cardio, it's 40 minutes, just me and, my own thoughts. And that's a good thing, to be honest with you, because, when something bad happens in your life, something that's out of your control, something that, you didn't expect, you need time to kind of think about those things and think about your next plan of action. So yeah, whenever, for example, right now, something bad happened to me, I guess you would say, I kind of just rethought my whole entire process of how I approach every single day. Because before, I was kind of just, going through the motions. I'm on prep right now, so I was just kind of eating my meals. I wasn't really thinking about the things that I was doing. I was kind of just doing things to do it. But now that I sit here and think about it, I really want to have more of a purpose and more of a want and a will to do everything that I do on a day-to-day basis. Don't get me wrong. I had a want and a will to, lift and to bodybuild and things like that. But the other things that came along with that, and like me in school, like, I didn't want or have a drive to do any of that at all. I was just going through the motions. But, like I said before, when something major happens in your life, good or bad, you kind of just sit there and think about the things that you do every single day, about how either it needs to be changed, or how your mindset needs to be changed, or how, pretty much any sort of activity you do during the day needs to be changed. For me, I was never a very organized person. I never, organized my thoughts. I never organized the things I was going to do on a day-to-day basis. I tried, but it just didn't work, and it never was what I wanted it to be. So now that I've had this kind of thinking and, like sat down and really thought about it, when I did my cardio this morning, I really just need to focus in and hone in on everything that I'm doing. I could take the bad that's going on in my life right now, and I could just, be lazy. I could just sit there and not do anything, procrastinate all my schoolwork, forget to eat my meals on time, like not take my supplements, not drink enough water, like all the stuff that I need to be doing on a day-to-day basis to be successful. I could just throw it out the window. I mean, I'm at college right now. Let's be real here. I could go out on tonight, Saturday night. I could go drink away everything that I've been thinking about, all my insecurities, all my, anxiety and stuff like that. I could just go drink it away, go party, go, do all those things that society says that you're supposed to do whenever something bad happens in your life. But why would I ruin myself from a position that is already bad that I'm in and just make it 10 times worse? I'll be honest, I've thought about that kind of stuff. I've thought, man, I could just, I could go party, or I could do whatever and things like that. But that's not me. That's not how I get through hard times. And that's not how I want to get through hard times at all. What I really want to do is I want to make the things that I do every single day better. that's the only way that I can improve upon those bad situations. So let's just talk about it. What are we gonna do? You know, this has given me an opportunity to, rethink how I do things every single day. And I know I've probably repeated that a bunch of times, but this is how it's going to work. I focus on my meals. I focus on planning. I write down the things I need to write down every single day. I work ahead in my schoolwork. I get the things done that I need to get done. Not just so that I can be stress-free and so I can do whatever I want, but so that I can actually learn the things that I'm doing in all my classes and not just go through the motions. It's the same thing with bodybuilding. I feel like to this point, I've learned a lot of stuff from a lot of people, but I've also kind of gone through the motions. I've just done things I've seen on social media. I've done things people have told me. I've never really sat down and, had the time to research all the things that I'm doing, the ins and outs of bodybuilding, what you really should be doing if you want to be a successful bodybuilder. So what am I doing? Really, that was the biggest thought in my head, is what am I doing? Like, I can let the bad things that happen to me spiral into just worse and worse and worse, and just keep getting worse and worse and worse as a person. But I have bigger goals for myself than that. I have higher aspirations. I have a show coming up. I want to do the best I possibly can at the show. I'm not saying I'm going to win. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to give 110% effort to win my class and even try and win my show. But if I put in all my effort and I put in all my time and all my resources into being the best I can be at this show, and it's not good enough, I'm still going to be satisfied because I have worked my ass off to get to this point. 100%. I have completely worked my ass off to get to this point. And it's only going to get better because now that I've had this moment of clarity, I can think about, how can I make my diet better? How can I make my planning better? How can I make things easier for me? How can I make things better for me? And that's what you have to take from it. You can look at a bad situation in so many different ways. Oh, woe is me. Oh, the world's ending. La 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 la. Everybody hates me. God doesn't want me to succeed. Like, I've thought that way before. I really have. And that's just me being honest. You think when one bad thing happens to you that the whole entire world is ending. No. It's just an opportunity for you to learn and to grow. And, even last night, I had these thoughts like, man, why is this happening? Man, I just, I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in my bed all night, But when I got myself up this morning to do my cardio, and I was on there for about 40 minutes or so, I really just sat and thought about all these things that I'm telling you, about why I want to be successful and why I want to make these changes for the better. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. It's probably not going to happen instantly. It's probably not going to be perfect. I'm probably not going to do everything that I say that I'm going to do. I'm going to try. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to try my hardest to fix all these things I'm thinking about. My planning, stop procrastinating all this stuff. Being consistent with YouTube, being consistent with my content, being consistent with bodybuilding, being consistent in really everything. But when I really sit and think about it, if I don't make these changes now, when I'm at this point in my life, when I'm at this crossroads in my life, where I can, become a person that I really want to be, or I can just sit back and just let everything hit me and let all the bad tendencies and the bad ideas, I can let all this stuff rule me. But it's not going to. I'll tell you that right now. This kind of thinking that I came upon, I think about, all the people that I learned from. And this morning when I was doing my cardio, I was also watching a video from Chris Bumstead, which, obviously everybody knows I'm a raw nutrition guy. I watch Chris Bumstead. Chris Bumstead has been a huge inspiration to me. And, I was watching this video this morning, and the one thing that stuck out to me the most is that he says, what you put out is what you're going to get back. And I think in that context, he was talking about, like, like dating and, like, girls and stuff. Like, what you get out and what you put out as a guy is what you're going to get back to in a girl, which I agree with that. But I really translated that to my life and my experiences. Because what I put out in every single thing that I do in my life is what I'm going to get back. If I put out the fact that, I just walk through the motions and I just do things because I have to, not because I want to and I have the drive to do it, then those are the results I'm going to get back. And, in the gym, I can get away with it for so long. The fact that, I can work hard in the gym every single day and still kind of go through the motions aspect and get gains. And, I probably still might be successful in bodybuilding. But in other aspects of my life, that's not going to translate at all. In school right now, if I don't put in the effort, I'm not going to get the results back that I want to get. It's just not going to happen. I mean, that's just how life is. But, as I sit here, I think about this stuff even more. This is how I want to be. I have so many influences around me while I'm at college right now to make the wrong decisions and to make the wrong choices and to fall into bad habits and things like that. But it's not going to happen. I have to keep myself held to a higher standard. I have to set the damn standard. That has to be it. And, if I don't set that standard for myself each and every single day going forward, I'm not going to be successful going forward. So, yeah. That's the message I wanted to put out today. Sometimes, I used to do like public speaking and stuff like that, and I used to like give messages like for church and things like that, and I genuinely like talking. I like giving, messages from my life and the things that I think about. So I think this is something I'm going to try to incorporate more into my videos. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to lift and I'm going to be a badass. I'm going to throw around some heavy ass weight. But at the same time, I really want to put out something that not only just makes people want to better themselves physically, but in general as a person. And right now at this moment when I'm talking to you guys, I got like 95 subscribers. I mean, there's not too many people watching these videos at the moment. But for me, if one person that I have watched my video is impacted by the things that I say and makes those positive changes in their life like I want to make and like I'm going to make, then it's worth it to me. It's 100% worth it. Because I know what the fitness industry and what bodybuilding has done for me as a person and has affected my whole entire life. And I wish everybody could go through that kind of thing. So, yeah. That's why I'm going to continue to do this and put out a positive message, not just about lifting weights, but about mindset and about motivation and about just living life in general. So, yeah. All right, so what is up, everybody? We are now here at the gym. Last I saw you guys, I was doing that little speech, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. But now it's time to get into this push day. So, yeah, pretty excited about this push day. I'm feeling good. Got my meals in today. Got a lot of water in today. So, yeah, let's make this a good day. I'm excited. All right, so just got ourselves warmed up. Did the pec deck for like 3 sets, and then we did I usually just do those cables so that I can just get some blood on my shoulders and get them warmed up before I do any heavy pressing movements. But yeah, probably just gonna do 3 working sets like we normally do with all our heavy compounds. But yeah, we gotta get a little bit warmed up with the dumbbells first. So. Yeah, that's it. That's the last set. We're moving on. All right, so those sets of incline dumbbell press went pretty well. Moving on to a fly type movement, I usually go from a pressing movement to a fly movement to start off with, and then I kind of vary what I do. But today we're going to do the incline dumbbell press, and then we're going to do this fly movement. And then once we're done with that, I'm going to go do a neutral grip flat chest press. And we're gonna do that on that prime machine, which it'll be pretty nice. That's not a superset though. Like we're gonna do this separate 4 sets of this, and then we're gonna do 3 to 4 sets of that flat chest press, and then see where we're at. But yeah, after that we'll go into probably 2 supersets and be done. But yeah, that's what we're thinking so far. But yeah, going pretty good. This is where I usually get my really good pump going. Okay. All right, so on our 4th and last set, I did 2 25s and a 10 for the 2nd and 3rd sets. On the 3rd set, I had to do some half reps because I couldn't fully get to 15, which was still really good. So now we lowered it down. Probably not going to get to 15 with this on here either, so we're just going to do a bunch of half reps. Even if we do get to 15, I'm doing some half reps anyway, so they feel really nice on this machine.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, so those sets of flies went really well. I really like those. But now we're gonna move into this flat neutral grip chest press. I've not done these on this Prime machine before, but today I was watching a video of Hani Rambod, who is the best coach in the game right now, doing these. But I think it was like Shizzy or something. He was doing a movement similar to this, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try that tonight. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know how much weight I'm gonna be able to do with a neutral grip, but we're gonna give it a shot, see how it feels. So, all right, so changed my mind a little bit. I'm gonna superset this chest press with some dumbbell lateral raises, but they're gonna be more front than anything. When I'm doing my push days, I like to focus more on like the front and medial delts. So yeah, we're gonna do, it's not like completely sideways and it's not like completely forward. It's just right in the middle. It's that sweet spot for me. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up probably the 30-pound dumbbells, do those for sets of like 12 to 15-ish, and we're gonna do 3 sets of each of these. So I'm gonna start with this because I did like a warm up with the chest press, but we're gonna do 3 sets, working sets of that at a good weight. So. All right, so last set, the dumbbell lateral raises felt really nice. They always do. Definitely something I'd recommend doing almost every single push day. We got our last set on this. I did a plate and a 25 the first set, and then a plate 25 and a 10 the second set. I got it for 15, but it was a little bit of a struggle. So for this third set, I'm gonna just do some slow and controlled squeeze reps, which most of my reps are slow and controlled anyway. I just like to, on my last set, just really slow it down and feel it all out, which I do for most of my movements, so yeah. Oh, man, I am cooked. All right, so getting pretty close to rounding this lift off. We are gonna do 2 more supersets. I decided today, instead of doing 2 tricep supersets together, that we're gonna kind of split it up. So we're gonna do 3 by 15 to 20 on the seated dips. And then we're gonna superset that with 3 by 12 to 15 katana extensions. And then after that, we're gonna hit a superset of incline Smith machine press and just some straight bar tricep pushdowns. So I'm gonna do like 3 by 12 to 15 on most of these. Gonna do 3 by 15 to 20 on these. But yeah, we're gonna try to pick up the pace in between sets and just kind of keep our pump going a little bit better. Not take as much rest in between. So. All right, so got through that whole entire workout. Definitely one of my better push workouts that I've had here recently. Tried a couple movements that I don't normally do in my routine. I feel like that helped me out a lot today. Did a couple movements that I always do in my routine. Feel like they help out like they always do. So yeah, let's check this pump real quick. Oh. All right, guys, so that's going to be the end of this one. I had a really good workout. Hope you guys enjoyed that little motivation that I had in the beginning. Hopefully you take something from it. Hopefully you take something from the lifting too, technique-wise. I'm hoping you're learning something every time you watch one of my videos. So yeah, that's going to be about it for today. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.